Hey, everybody, look at you, look at me, look at us. It's yours truly, Mike Marino. I'm in the basement. Welcome, everybody, to another edition of Live from My Mother's Basement. I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I've said this many, many times. I miss being in the basement. I miss my family. This whole Thanksgiving that just went by, of course, because of COVID, was a tragedy. We couldn't be around everybody like we would want to. But let's be honest. We always want to be around our family. And when we're around our family and we're done being around our family, we can't wait to get the hell away from our family until Christmas. And then we do it again. But who knows what this Christmas is going to be like. So that's why we're all lucky, especially me and my friends, because we have Live from My Mother's Basement to help us through the bad times and help us remember the way things used to be and laugh a little bit. We're going to take some questions. We're going to give you guys a lot of good answers. We're going to eat some great food. We're going to drink some great cocktails. And we're going to make you laugh a little bit. I got a great guest. I'm going to introduce him in a little bit. They call him Mr. Frankie Time. Now, I've been watching this guy, Mr. Frankie Time, on the internet, and I like him. I thought, this is the type of guy I'd like to have come down the basement, even if I wasn't doing a show. I'd be like, hey, come hang out. He's got to be one of the only guys in the world, in the state of New Jersey, that twists his mustache like some kind of a, Texas guy from back in the day. But he does it like from around the new day. So we're going to get real with Mr. Frankie Time, find out exactly who he is. But right now, why don't we discuss real quickly what's going on in the world. So Frankie Time, before we get into it, they got this thing on the internet where they're telling people, we got the cure for the bullshit. A long time ago they had COVID. It was called cooties. You remember the cooties? And all you had to do to get the cooties was it. Hey, you got the cooties.
I thought you had to do a lot more than that.
Yeah.
It must be a generational gap thing.
Wait, he's talking about a different kind of cootie.
Right. It's what we were getting. I don't know.
You touched the booty, you got a different kind of cootie.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Hey, let's have a nice round of applause. My friend Frankie Time's on the show. There's a couple of guys down here. This is Frankie Time.
Oh God, thank you so much.
I know he's got a lot of fans out there. A lot of his friends are like, what the fuck's he doing in the basement? He's hanging around with Mike Marino. We're having a lot of fun, and we're going to have some great food that's lined up on the bar. Oh, and we're also giving money away tonight. We're going to get it from you, and we're going to give it to somebody else, and we'll talk all about that. One of the biggest things I want to talk about right now, though, is now the news is saying there's a cure for COVID. And they might have that cure circling the United States by Christmas. So our question is, who gets it first? What do you think?
Not me.
Well, I wonder, and I think if I was president of the United States, the first people I would say would get the COVID shot, cure, would be frontline workers who are helping people who can't help themselves. Mm-hmm. And also, I want to say people who protect the United States. Anywhere from a fireman, the people who run the 911, what am I thinking of? EMTs?
For sure.
Firemen, EMTs, police officers. Sorry, I have to put that out there. It might be good if they were protected.
Absolutely.
Helping protecting us.
Protect the cops, not the bullshit.
Protect the cops to help protect us. I don't have any problems, but if I was getting arrested and I knew the guy had COVID, that wouldn't be right. But that's not going to happen anyway. And then from there, why not help the elderly first?
You got to see if they want it, though. I got to tell you, I think most people are this is going to come out, right? Everyone's been waiting for a vaccine for almost a year now. It's going to come out, and most people are going to be like, we don't want it because we don't trust this thing. That's the issue. So even if you want, like, my mom's in South Florida right now. Technically, they're open, but she's not going out. She's not going to see comedy shows. She's scared of going out. She works. She doesn't want to pass it on. People are seriously still scared of it. So if you said, hey, Dolores, do you want to get the vaccine? My mother's from Italy, from Avellino. Let me tell you something. She ain't touching the vaccine. I don't care how many you put out there because she don't trust where the hell it's coming from.
Well, that is an old school thing to say, or an old world person would be afraid. Oh, wow, we got to do a shout out to the charity that we're raising money for because they already raised $100. We raised $100. We're not over on the air 5 minutes. How badass is that?
It's pretty awesome.
All right.
Nice job, Mikey.
I don't want to interrupt Frankie Tom. He was talking about his mom, and that's really wonderful. I think maybe if my mother was alive today, she would say, you know what? Get that needle away from me. But I just got a flu shot, and I feel great. And you and I are going to talk about how we both went through COVID. At least 6 weeks ago, the two of us, not even knowing each other at that time.
At least
but
6
he
weeks
told
ago,
me,
just in case you
yeah,
guys
I
we're
said
too
that.
close or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Pricks.
We took down the shower curtain. There was a shower curtain between us. And I saw him Sunday night in person. We discussed that. So we'll get back to that too. But that is a question. Would old people want to take it? Johnny Salami's holding his breath. It's
what are you
okay to
doing?
laugh. It's a fucking comedy.
Blow the whole
It's
place
a
up.
comedy. Look,
Johnny!
he's red.
Fucker.
Johnny Salami's here, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people never even seen Johnny Salami except on one episode, so they don't even know he exists.
I'm over here.
We're doing a fundraiser tonight. And this comes from the people who helped me put this show together in Los Angeles. And we wanted to do something special because today is called, what is today called? Giving Tuesday. This is Giving Tuesday. And we want to give a little bit. He already came with some food, which is giving to a nice Italian kid. We're going to eat
Mortadella.
it. I have to laugh because he brought mortadella and cheese. And the cheese is mozzarella.
I thought it was Monday. Mike Marino, mozzarella, mortadella. You know, it's all that. Is that alliteration or assimilation?
It worked out.
You
One of
know,
those. I think
it's
it's
called
alliteration.
class in the Italian word.
Right. You go to
He
a house,
didn't-
you don't bring mozzarella.
He
that's-
didn't come over
that's Graziani.
empty-handed. He came over, and he even knows I like antiques. He brought in a lamp. Where'd you get this fucking lamp?
So,
Neighbors.
because no. My building, I live in this building from 1875.
Right.
And there's some old haunted stuff in this place.
Oh, he brought me a haunted lamp.
Oh, you're so
This
done,
thing's gonna
bro.
go on in the
Yeah.
middle of the night. I'm gonna be scared shit.
But what happened to me last night should never happen to anyone. I don't think it was that lamp in particular, but it was in the vicinity of the area, and I just hope that tonight goes well with it here.
He brought the mortadella and the monolochia.
And the
Monolochia.
Is that the Gumata lamp?
The gumata. I thought it was gonna be that foot with the lamp on the top
been
from
a
that
good year.
movie. What movie was that called? A Christmas Story.
No.
With that shoe.
Yeah.
Anyway, let us throw out the charity that we're raising money for tonight because we're doing something really cool and really serious tonight. I can't see a thing without my glasses. ZitoRanch.org, ladies and gentlemen. It's called ZitoRanch.org. They're also on Instagram, which is Zito Ranch on Instagram, and it's also the Zito Ranch on Facebook. This company raises money for adults living with autism, and it's a nonprofit, therapeutic place where people go to ride horses to make them feel better. And they came at me and asked me if I would do a comedy charity. And I would probably ask Mr. Frankie Tom if he would do the charity with me. We go up there, we make people laugh,
You
we
see
make
the shirt
people
I'm
have a
wearing?
good time.
You see the shirt I'm wearing?
What?
This is Billy Cook's Saddle Company out in Sulphur, Oklahoma. I wore this for no other reason, but that's what they do. They saddle horses for a living, and I love horses. Talk about weird, bro.
Well, how fantastic is this? We're talking about a charity that helps special needs people with autism. They get on the horse. I guess they feel great. I'm sure there's a much more to it than that. But we decided we're going to raise money for that charitable organization. And
But I
this is
had
how we're
no
gonna do it.
idea that that's what they did, and that I'm wearing a Billy Cook saddle. It's ridiculously ironic, and I think that's amazing. And I got to be honest with you, I ride a lot of horses. I don't look like a cowboy, but the stash does. That's where the whole Italian cowboy thing comes in, and it's one of the most therapeutic things you could ever do.
We're going to put a hat on him a little later because he's definitely going to look like something out of the Wild West. He knows where to get a saddle. He knows how to ride a horse. I don't ride horses. I'm a true Italian. I don't go on the horse. I just look at it and I keep on going. I'm also going to be donating money too. Tonight,
But I
I'll
gotta
be
do it
selling
for
my
women.
Marino 2024 t-shirts. I will be selling my Make America Italian Again masks, which this is the gift to our guest tonight.
Thank you, sir.
I'm going to be selling my Get the Bat panties. Get the Bat panty. You get them at MikeMarino.net. Says Make America Italian Again on the front. And not only am I going to be selling the panties and the shirt, I got hoodies, and sweatpants. 10% of all my sales proceeds will go to Zito Ranch. And if you want to make a donation financially to Zito Ranch, this is how you do it. I want you to go to my PayPal account, MikeMarinoFans@gmail. You can make a donation there. Make sure you say at PayPal that it's a donation for Zito Ranch. You could also go to my Venmo account, which is at Mike Marino Live. Make sure you say this money is for Zito Ranch. And let's see if we can't raise a lot of money, the best we can throughout this broadcast, and then all day tonight, tomorrow, and see what we can pull off. All right? All right, thank you very much. All right, so we're back here with the man here who not only has a mustache from Texas, he rides horses, I guess, too. That's just crazy.
And I eat mortadella.
He eats
A
mortadella.
lot of mortadella. You guys don't know I eat
Mike,
mortadella, you
put
know
the
I
TV
do.
on?
Why?
Rudolph's on.
So good.
Oh. We just got interrupted by Johnny Salami. Now,
Yo,
everybody
Johnny
knows
Salami, do me a favor. Stop with the Rudolph shit. This is what's going on right now, all right?
Yeah, we're the show right now. Let's see who's writing in here right now.
Rudolph.
Yeah, Rudolph. Yeah, right.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer comes out every year. It's a claymation one that's very famous from the 1960s, I believe, right?
65.
65?
Yeah, 65.
I used to do a stand-up routine about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I said it was all about cocaine. That's why his nose was red. He was doing blow. Thank you very much. I think that's hilarious. If there was an audience in this basement, everybody would be cracking up. But we're just looking at the TV screen.
I just got to agree with you on that. I always thought,
Yeah.
growing up, and I was a kid, I knew that Rudolph was doing blow for days. I think
Did
my
you really?
parents told me that. They were like, stay away from that cokehead comedy. I'm like, it's Rudolph, Mom. She thought that he was all geeked up.
Yeah, after he did
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was doing blow, and who sold him the blow? The snowman. I know what I'm talking about. Why do you think he never had any feet? He had diabetes. We want to put your phone over here, you can, so you can look this way.
I
the
like
whole
looking
time.
at you this way. It's kind of cool.
Whatever
I
you
mean,
want to do, you put it
look,
over
Mikey's
here.
got so many angles. His basement's awesome, by the way.
We got to get it covered.
this basement.
I want to talk now with our friend, Mr. Frankie Time. Because when I saw him on the internet, Instagram, obviously, he loves himself. He loves looking himself. He's always checking himself. I used to love myself when I was his age, too. Then I got older, and I learned to just hate myself. It's better. You're better off. But I'm only kidding.
I really do love myself. It's terrible.
It's unbelievable.
Vanity is sick in my life.
So tell us, though, what exactly do you do?
I sell merchant processing. So anytime you pay with anything with a credit card, someone needs to get paid on that transaction to authorize it. Most people use a bank. It's 8:15 at night. Go call your bank. No one's answering. Call my cell phone. I'll pick it up right now in the middle of this live interview. This is what we do. So we process payments, and what we do is we create different programs to save you money. Whether you want to pay less fees or no fees, we do it all. But my biggest part is trying to help the businesses I work with. Not only do I want to sign you up for credit card processing and save you money, I want to help promote you. I want to help get your name out there. I want people to distinguish you from other people. And social media is a great platform for that. And we got it going on. No, Frankie time. You know? And that's what I do all day. So, like, I go out and I eat all day long. Before COVID, I really was
So
out
basically,
all-
you're a gangster. You're a gangster.
Yes.
Hey, I can handle my interview. You over there be a silent watcher. So you're a gangster. Timing.
I just looked up to, like, I don't know, everything that we did when I grew up, everything was about going out and eating. That's how we grew up. It was all about where you're going to go eat. Let's go out to eat. Let's go out to eat. So that's all I really want to do is go eat.
It still is. It still is going out to eat. It's just that you look at 3 different cameras now while you're not eating it all. Thank you very much.
How you
We'll
doing?
be here all week. You know, it's funny because I think this it's not really 100% an Italian thing. Maybe the way we do things here in the state of New Jersey, it feels like it's an Italian thing. But what better way to be social and friendly than by going out and having some cold cuts with your friends or on a date? Now, I would just assume if he was on a date with somebody, I don't know what his status is, he might not pick up the mortadella with his fingers.
Yes, I would.
You would.
I would feed you. I'd rub it into you. Mortadella masks. You ever sleep at night? You put a mortadella under your eye. You wake up with 5 pimples, but all the stuff is gone. All gone. It's true.
Why don't you put your camera over here?
Okay, Mike, sorry.
No, because you're looking at, it's going to look weird when we put this on.
Well, maybe it's gonna look
YouTube.
awesome because I'm going in different directions.
go.
You know, it might.
Not when I put it up on my shit. There you go. Okay, now we got 3 cameras.
The cameras that you don't.
Somebody call the makeup girl. So what made you get into performing? Because now this weekend we did a live performance at the Vogel Theater, which is a very prestigious theater in Red Bank, New Jersey.
Right next to Count Basie.
Now I wasn't on the show. I actually was coming down there to just hang out,
Which is the
watch the
sickest
show.
story ever how Mike got there. But, you know, a lot of people have called Mike a superhero numerous times. The time he saved that lady from falling when she took his salami. How you doing? He's done this a million times. But he literally saved the show on Sunday. And I'll tell it real quick. But
Go ahead.
We had a show that Mike Martocci hosts. It was Frank Sinatra's 105th birthday celebration. And on the act card, he had a gentleman named Jeff Norris, who I've watched this stuff before. He is hilarious. And about 2 hours before the show went on at 3 p.m., something happened to Jeff and he couldn't make it. We didn't have a comedian. Well, guess who lives about an hour away and made it there with great time, Mike Marino, and rocked the show. Needed no time to prep, just came in there looking like a complete gentleman and was awesome. Total rock star stuff. Mike Marino, with Joe.
It was a great time, and it was nice to be on stage with you, because when you came out in what was like the hobo version of Santa Claus.
Oh, thanks.
With your hair.
I was trying to be like the stripper version.
The
but
stripper
I guess
version.
Hobo, right. That's cool. That's cool somewhere.
I thought it was the version of the Santa Claus from that movie when the guy was biting into the fish and his beard was in there. Well, Trading Places, I think it was.
Great movie.
Trading Places. It was Dan Aykroyd, and I think he was like a bum Santa Claus. So I thought you had that pot belly in there to be like a bum Santa Claus, and then your hair was sticking out, all your chest hairs and shit.
I thought I looked good. The whole time I thought I looked good. Nice to hear the truth. You really thought about me the whole fucking time. But you told me, you look great when we were going on stage, just so you know. Complete lies.
No, I mean, you look great when you were in your suit.
Feel betrayed.
Then, well, come on now. One of his greatest jokes of the night, I thought, because we were all cracking up. I'm watching it from the back of the room. He comes out and does a cartwheel dressed like Santa Claus in the middle of nowhere.
How was that cartwheel?
It was a good cartwheel.
10 out of 10. Definitely 9.5 and more.
You know what? I don't think I've seen a guy do a cartwheel that good.
Chris Farley, less cocaine, more mortadella, or the other way around, and fucking nailed it.
You did great.
Thank you.
It was a great cartwheel. I don't know why you did a cartwheel, but he did it.
Santa should be doing cartwheels. They're always talking about Santa. He's lazy, he's fat, he comes down the chimney. The guy works every day, makes 1 million stops. My version of Santa's doing cartwheels all over the place.
Santa works one day. He's off the whole year. He's a lazy son of a bitch. He's got little red and green elves doing all the work. But he did do a cartwheel. He did a cartwheel. It was the weirdest thing with a pot belly. Not his pot belly, an added one. You know, when you put the...
I lost weight during COVID, and I don't have a pot belly.
That was
a month ago.
like
I would
pillow
have
in
did it
there.
like a gentleman, just straight up.
I'll take some COVID.
COVID will take care of everything.
So he does this incredible cartwheel. He introduces everybody with grace. We had a lot of fun. We did another show at 7 o'clock. We had a lot of fun. So where are you going to go with your career now? We know you're having a lot of fun on the internet. Got to come down and hang out with me. We're probably going to do some shows again because you make me laugh no matter what you do. In fact, I think maybe in the summer we'll do a show. You come out dressed as Santa, do a cartwheel. People wonder what the fuck is that. But it doesn't matter.
You know what I was hoping for? And I knew that the Vogel would never had it. I wanted one of those like WWF collapsible tables. Not that the whole thing's fake. I'm sure it's going to hurt me a little bit, but I could take the pain. And I was hoping like maybe the conductor came up and just like smacked me and I went flying and broke one of the tables. That would have been my perfect show, but you know, it was a union job and I don't think they were ready for it, Mike.
What do you mean the tables are fake?
That's awesome.
The tables are fake. They're real.
You unscrew it a couple times, so it's going to break easier. You know.
I always thought that stuff was real. I love watching WWF.
Did you have a favorite wrestler?
Hulk Hogan. I'm from the 80s.
Hulk Hogan was a great wrestler, but I was more of a, you know, ravishing Rick Rude, model Rick Martel. You know, I wanted a couple of the bad guys coming out there.
Roddy Piper.
Roddy Piper. He just died recently.
Right?
Yeah.
Great guy.
Roddy Piper, and then what was the other guy?
Ultimate Warrior.
The Ultimate Warrior. I don't remember all of that.
He was the best. His
Come on,
blood
King
pressure,
Kong Bundy,
veins.
George
King
General
Kong Bundy.
Steele.
Who was the biggest guy ever?
Probably
80s.
Oh, my
Andre the
God.
Giant.
Andre the
Andre
Giant.
the Giant.
That guy never got respect.
Did you ever hear his drinking stories?
No.
Oh my God, he drank 120 beers at a bar, then fell and tried to kill Hulk Hogan. I mean, real cool stuff.
I wish we could have had him on the show. He probably wouldn't even fit in the basement.
No.
He'd be taking piling. He'd be hitting the ceiling.
I
Said
could
his
drink.
daughter was hot.
I'm glad you can drink. Let's have a quick drink. And while we do this, let's do that shout out again to the charity that we're raising money for. Help me do this. Why don't you mention it again? Because you're a horse rider.
Zito Ranch, ladies and gentlemen, and it's adult autism awareness, and it's a beautiful cause, and I think that everybody should take the time and check them out. And if you take a look at what they do and how they help people, I think you'd be more than happy to donate and know where your money's going.
One of the other reasons why we're doing the charity like this is because we were supposed to do a big fundraiser in the beginning of next year, and they had to cancel it because of COVID. They probably would have had 800 people in a big, beautiful theater and raised thousands and thousands of dollars to help these people out with the ZitoRanch.org. Well, that's not going to happen in February. It's not going to happen March or April. They're going to push it all the way back to the fall of 2021. So my team of people and Mr. Frankie Time thought we'd do this tonight on this podcast. So if you go to my website and purchase any Mike Marino gear, from my t-shirts to the sweatsuits, 10% of the proceeds of your purchase will go to ZitoRanch.org, and I will make that happen immediately. Also, if you want to donate to Zito Ranch directly, just go to my PayPal account, MikeMarinoFans@gmail, or my Venmo, which is at Mike Marino Live. Make a donation, and make sure you mention that it's for Zito Ranch. And they're putting it up on the internet right now so that you people could see it. It's also up on Instagram so that everybody could see it. You could just click, make a donation, send it to me. I'll send it to them and make us all really, really happy. I think your light went off just a little bit.
Fucking phone.
Mike, what's the total now? What are they up to?
I don't know. Well, you just shut off my entire cat.
No, it's on the bottom.
Hold on a minute.
Click right there. You go.
All right, and we're back. We have a lot of different sponsors that help us with our show. Sponsors are fantastic. If anybody wants to sponsor Live from My Mother's Basement or a live performance, all you got to do is instant message me, and I'll tell you exactly how to do that. One of our sponsors is out there in Akron, Ohio. It's called Regina's Pizza. Now, we love pizza.
I heard
If you're in
about
Akron-
Regina's Pizza. It's been around a long time.
One of our most fun sponsors is Hero Kings of Nutley, New Jersey. All right?
Number 4, baby.
That's all right. Let it go. Hero Kings of Nutley, New Jersey is owned by a guy we call Johnny Salami. We call him Johnny Salami because technically we really don't know his last name. But he's Italian. He's from Nutley. It just might be Salami. Sounds like he's in pain. Johnny Salami always comes down here and brings us sandwiches. One day he said it would be great if we had a sandwich named after you, the Mike Marino sandwich. And the Mike Marino sandwich is gabagool, pressed ham, salami, and cheese. It's called the Heart Attack.
All it's missing is mortadella, and it would really.
I knew you
you would immediately stop breathing. One bite, just. Not a bad way to go, by the way. Honestly,
That's true. You know, if you're going to go, might as well go while you're eating
that's
some food.
not a terrible way.
You got two Italians in a basement in the middle of nowhere. We're going to eat. So when you go to Johnny Salami's, I tell people all the time, don't even order the sandwich. Just tell him you're there to break his balls. Or give him a phone call and tell him over the phone you don't want a sandwich. You just wanted a call to break balls. You don't have to be in the state of New Jersey. You could be anywhere around the world. Call 973-661-3095. Ask for Johnny Salami. Tell him you don't want nothing. But if you're in the area, stop by and get yourself the number 4, the Mike Marino sandwich.
That is so
www.theheroking.com.
That is just not nice.
Yes, well, then you do
He's
it.
gonna get called all day long.
I hope. I
He's
hope.
not.
That's terrible.
Okay, but he's really going to get called all day long because, quite honestly, the sandwiches are fantastic. The sandwiches are fantastic. One of the nicest things that any other Italian guy could do when he comes over to somebody's house is they don't go empty-handed. Mr. Frankie Time came down here with mortadella and slices of cheese. Where's my fork? Here. Hold on a minute. This is mozzarella. Some people eat it plain. Some people eat it with a little bit of
Salt.
salt,
olive oil,
olive oil.
black pepper.
What am I looking for?
Little how you doing?
How you doing?
Little how you doing? It could mean anything, Mike.
Wait a minute.
Just leave it there.
Don't bite that sandwich yet, please. Wait a minute. No, I'm looking for, what's the oil? The oil.
What oil? Balsamic? You want
Balsamic.
Balsamic?
You would put balsamic vinegar in. Okay. Now, this is called a gavone as far as I'm concerned. For Frankie Time, you should really get your camera and do this too.
Well, I haven't eaten bread in so freaking
Frankie
long,
Time
man. At least let me have fun with it.
is going to bite into his sandwich by putting mortadella on it, the mozzarella cheese,
And the number 4.
and here it is. Go ahead.
Number 4. I've had cleaner bites before, Mike.
Holy shit, that's a good sandwich.
I am so good looking eating. I would just watch me eat mortadella all day long.
I don't like the way I look while I'm eating.
I
I
do.
look fat.
I hope you didn't take that the wrong way, but I really do like the way you eat, Mike.
I gotta answer my question. You got a manscape, right?
I don't manscape. I go straight natural, baby. Oh, yeah. Hair it up. I'm like who was the
I want to
hairy-
thank all the children that are watching this show.
No one knows that.
who was the wrestler? George the Animal Steel, the hairiest man known to the world. Used to bite turnbuckles in 1988.
Wow.
You remember him?
He ain't
Green
kidding.
Tongue?
He don't trim down. I saw him in the Santa suit.
Easter patch.
We're raising money for CedoRanch.org.
That's delicious.
Isn't that a great sandwich?
That's an awesome
That's
sandwich.
the 4.
That's number 4.
That's number 4.
When you call 973-661-3095,
That's the
ask
4.
for the number 4.
It really. I mean, I really love to eat. I would say meatball sandwich is my favorite. I like a meatball
I haven't
sandwich.
had one in a long time.
Chicken parmesan sandwich.
Yeah, chicken parm, anything.
You ever have chicken parm? No, chicken egg and breaded with what's the green shit?
Broccoli rabe.
Broccoli rabe. Fangool.
Throw broccoli rabe on the world, baby.
Right? Who?
I'll throw broccoli rabe on anything and eat it. And I mean anything.
With
long-
sharp provolone
Right.
on that.
Got to be older than 24 years old.
We wanted to talk about a place that he likes to eat down the shore too.
Long Branch, New Jersey. The Butcher's Block. Maybe the coolest place ever.
How long's it been open?
I'm going to go with just over a year, maybe a year and a half. And within that year and a half, they've completely changed the whole landscape of Monmouth County and anything in New Jersey.
I heard a lot about that. I haven't been there.
What they're doing there is they're revolutionizing the whole idea of going to a restaurant. And it's excellent. So,
I heard
really cool.
There's like a waiting list for a year.
It's like harder to get in than Rayo's.
Really?
It's pretty hard.
No shit.
It's pretty good.
Not for us though.
We got a bot.
We're going
I know
down
a
there.
guy.
We know the guy.
I know a couple guys there. No, they're all awesome. The truth is, everyone there is just cool. From everyone, from the bussers to the servers to the owner, everything is just cool.
What's the best what's the best food there?
Block bolognese, not on me.
Black bolognese.
Block bolognese will change your life. I'm talking life-changing bolognese. It's really some good stuff. His meatballs, the block balls, he makes them real small and he deep fries them like you could throw them and pelt someone and hurt them with them. They're so crunchy you could hit someone's eye out with them, but they're delicious, right? He makes just his bread. I think he uses beef fat and butter and a little herbage, like maybe some parsley. I could eat his bread all day long, not sexually, just literally eating bread all day. It's that good. And then the sausage, man, does he make sausage? Man, I don't know.
For you white people out there, he said, "Oh my God." Why don't we take some questions now for either Mr. Frankie Time or myself while we're in the midst of having our food.
Oh, look, Mikey Martocci says what's up. What's
Hey,
up,
Mike!
Mikey?
Mikey!
By the way, the whole show that we did at the Vogel was because of Mikey Martocci,
Thanks, Mike.
and he was unbelievable. And I've seen him perform. I've seen him on that side, and I've seen him on this side. And the man is just excellent. He really is. Nobody knows how to work a crowd like that man.
And if you want to really listen to a man sing like old school Frank Sinatra, Blue Eyes, and have that band behind him,
Dean
you
Schneider
want to go
Orchestra.
see it.
But
Who is it?
Dean Schneider Orchestra.
Dean Schneider Orchestra.
Unbelievable. Oh, and the old Blue Eyes band. So it's a little how you doing. But Mikey's I gotta tell you, one of the best things he said is keep the music alive. And I heard him say that, and I get it. I get it. You know, you're talking about legendary sounds of the world. Keep it alive, especially right now when, everyone's trying to stop everything.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, we only had 150 people, which is the max you can have in a theater like this throughout the state of New Jersey. It's only 150. And that's why they had to do 2 shows. Hopefully, we can get back to being the way things used to be so we can actually entertain thousands of people all at the same time so they can laugh, joke, enjoy the music, and get back to eating delicious food like this and then going to see a show the right way.
I'd be happy to entertain tens of people. Mikey's used to thousands. I love that.
Well, yeah, we're going to get him in front of 1,000 people. We're not done yet. In fact, we both had COVID. We were starting to talk about this before.
Yes. When we met backstage at Mike's show, he was wearing his beautiful mask, which, buy it today, 10% is going to go to charity.
That's right. Buy any of my merchandise at MikeMarino.net. 10% of the proceeds will go to ZitoRanch.org, helping kids and adults living with autism.
So I saw Mike, and I've always wanted to meet Mike because we've known each other for maybe about a year
On the
through
internet.
social media, right? And I've known him before that. He's a legend. I mean, I've seen his work is hilarious. But I got to meet him finally this past Sunday, which I think was yesterday or the day before. Was it the
This is the day before yesterday.
because it's not Monday. Is that the whole
Yeah.
thing they would try to teach
Today's
me?
Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday. Well, I
Today's-
don't conform to your days of the week, right? I just go every day. Let's go.
It's Frankie time. That's what
it's
day
always
it is.
Frankie time.
Frankie
don't forget
Day.
that
This
either.
is Giving Tuesday.
Please. I should eat more dough after I said that for sure. But I seen him backstage, and you don't know the
He's going
prop.
to eat like a pound of mortadella alone.
Goes back to how you doing. But you don't know what the proper, you don't know what the protocol is anymore. It used to be hug, kiss on the cheek, nice to meet you. You don't want to hurt somebody, so I was gonna put my mask on, but he looks like he could take it. Like if COVID was gonna hit him, I think he would be able to take it. So I take the mask off, and he goes, "Don't worry, I had it already." And I go, "Oh, me too." And then no masks ever again, and I would feel comfortable, and everything's good, and everything's beautiful. Gonna make it beautiful.
We still do what's right for other people.
Right.
We had to wear a mask. We didn't have to we weren't allowed to meet and greet. We weren't allowed to go out in the audience. You weren't allowed to shake anybody's hand. We did what we were supposed to do. We did what was right. But when I had the COVID for 2 weeks, I was sick as shit. But I got through it by just over-the-counter drugs. And it was like as if I had the flu. How about you? How was it for you?
It was like unbelievable for me. Like, and I hate to freaking put it down like that, but I got so lucky. I had no aches, no headaches. I only knew it because someone else I knew had it, and I got tested. And out of the courtesy of humanity, I stayed locked up in my apartment because I didn't want to spread it to anybody else, just out of a courtesy. But it got to a point where, I lost my taste. That was the only thing that happened to me, and my smell. So I was making pasta one day because I'm bored out of my mind. And what do you do when you're bored? You're Italian, you're making pasta. And I make pasta like nobody's business. So I got this pasta with me, right? And I'm boiling water, and I'm salting the water because that's what we do. We salt our water when we make our pasta. Let me tell you something. It hits me. I go, "You fat bastard. You can't even taste it. What are you salting the water for? You're just like what am I going to just start eating ice cream now for the texture? Like, let me take this time and try to do it." I started eating raw onions and raw radishes and a head of, I ate like a gorilla for 5 days straight. Broccoli, just straight up raw broccoli because it was crunchy and everything tasted the same. Did really well for me.
You don't got a water softener in your house?
I'm going to need a water softener one of these days.
I lost my sense of taste, and I just thought I was a bad cook. And Then I started dipping in the peanut butter every day just to say, hey, wait a minute. Because peanut butter is pretty potent. That's when I knew something ain't right.
That's what I was eating.
So
Why
when
do
the
you,
when the
that's
peanut
so weird you say
because
that.
you got to go for the extreme.
That's what I had. I had peanut butter. And every day I would take a little spoon and I'd be like, can I taste it? I can't taste it. Let's go back to eating heads of lettuce. Really?
I was also craving watermelon. Every day I had to have watermelon. The doctor said because you're dehydrated and there was some kind of sugar in the watermelon that made my body want it. And then I had it.
See, I don't know if you're about to tell a fucking joke or I don't know if you're doing this to set it up or you're being serious. You know, that's the
Being
problem with
serious,
being
in
that
case
funny.
anybody out there got that question.
He's so funny, it's hard because you don't know what he's going to say. It's just...
I'm also drinking Miller beer. Anybody remember Miller beer? I just thought I'd get it like an antique. Miller High Life. They're not sponsoring this show. I just felt like doing that.
Yeah, they that expired 25 years ago. I hope your stomach can handle that too, sir. He's crazy.
One more time. We're raising money during this show and also throughout the day, especially for all you people that are in different parts of the country like California and different parts of the world. It's still early there. The donation could go to my PayPal account. My PayPal account is MikeMarinoFans@gmail.com. It can go to my Venmo account, which is at Mike Marino Live. Please write down this donation is for ZitoRanch.org. I'm going to know that's what it's for anyway. And if you go to my website, MikeMarino.net, and make any purchase, I even have DVDs, headshots, any purchase, 10% of the money from that purchase will go to ZitoRanch.org. They're doing wonderful things for special needs kids and adults living with autism. And you can make that happen. You're going to take them out on horses. I saw the ranch. They got like 12 horses out there. I saw it on the internet. And he's going to be there all the time. So if you want to go riding, he has saddles.
Billy Cook, baby.
Billy Cook.
The spirit of Sulphur, Oklahoma. Born in the U.S. I swear to God. I didn't. No one told me anything about horses. I swear, I'm just a big horsey guy. I always have been. Everyone knows that. And when you become a cowboy like I am, they're not horses at that point. They're horsies.
What are they up to so far on money?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a drum roll. Remember the Jerry Lewis telling?
Yeah. If anybody out there knows, anybody, exactly where we might be on money, I think I lost a few people somewhere. Somebody said that they lost their taste and then they went over their in-laws for dinner. That's hilarious.
You poor person.
The cook saddles.
You know,
He cooks saddles.
that's part of like the greatest part of having in-laws is hopefully they know how to cook well and be like, you know what, I'll tolerate the chicken parm, all right? You know what I mean? Tell me whatever I did wrong to your daughter, but make sure the chicken parm's done right. Donate, do it right. Hey, dumb.
Hey, don't.
Hey, good chicken parm's good chicken parm.
Well, tell everybody where we can find you on the internet. If people are enjoying watching you right here, right now, at Frankie Time, and
It's on Instagram. It's Mr. Frankie Time. I think Frankie Time was taken by this girl, and she had a kid. And I would always message her and be like, "How much? Give me Frankie Time name." She never responded, and she blocked me. So I was like, you know what? I'll be Mr. Frankie Time. You stole Frankie Time from me. Everyone, make sure you report that account. Let's get rid of Frankie Time, and I'll take that one over. Now just be Frankie Time.
there's so many people on the internet that have these stories how they're getting put in FaceTime jail, maybe Instagram jail. I was put in real jail. How about you?
3 times.
No, really? Did you?
I mean, overnight. You know what I mean? Nothing hard.
3 times overnight.
Right. It was great. It was like a reset button. Just, you know, hey, take a couple hours off, Cheech.
How was the Salisbury steak?
Phenomenal, man.
Here's something that I wanted to do because this is also going to be one of our first headed to Christmas shows. It's December 1st. A lot of people who are watching on me on Instagram today, you know I put up my Christmas tree. I have
Looks
a lot
great.
of antique Christmas stuff over here. And I think one of the fun things that I was always doing during the holidays is drinking eggnog. Children don't like eggnog. Tastes like snots. But you get a taste. It does. Snacks. Makes it feel like mucus going down your throat.
Why the fuck did you come up with that? I never thought that. As a kid, I would bathe in this stuff. I loved it.
It's delicious.
I was fat too, though.
It's so hard not to just drink a whole fucking thing
Yes.
of this.
Yes.
Now, let me ask, do you put ice cubes in it?
I don't know. I was so fat. I used to just chug it whenever I could until I like passed out watching Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer do cocaine. That was my thing.
I don't know
Still
how
my
many,
thing.
I don't know how many Italian people are watching this show right now, but they're saying to themselves, okay, mortadella, cheese, the number 4,
Number 4.
and now this. We can't be healthy.
We look pretty fucking good, Mike. So I don't know about that.
But this is so delicious. I have it in like in a glass.
Let's take a shot.
But what we're going to do right now is Frankie
shot.
Time and I, we're going to do a shot.
Hold on. Is
We
anyone, if you guys responsive, what would you guys mix the eggnog with? Should I mix it with rum, vodka, whiskey? Somebody help us out over here because we don't know.
That's the question.
Nobody taught us how to make a shot.
We're going to have a nice Christmas glass of eggnog, but what should we put in it? Now, he was saying vodka, somebody
Kiara,
said
help us
tequila.
out. Danny says put rum.
Where do you
Danny.
see that?
Rum chata. Michael Fidel. Madame.
I've never tried it, but mix it with rum.
So are you looking up and I'm looking down?
Well, this one's, nobody's writing in
No,
on
yeah,
it.
they are. What are you talking about? You know, Kiara's going rum. Diane's going rum. They're all saying rum.
Oh,
You know what? I think we should do whiskey.
Rum.
No, that's front running. I like to go with the underdog.
and you mix it with coffee. That's disgusting. No, I've had it with coffee, but I put it in the
Frangelica would
coffee.
Be lovely. Frangelica sounds.
Frangelica. Oh,
Rum's got like 90% of the votes here, guys. Do you have Frangelica here?
I got rum. I got Frangelica.
Let's do both.
How old this bottle is? From 1942.
How about 1943 would be
fuck
sick
is
with it.
that?
Yeah, what about 43? No one ever talks about 43 anymore.
All right, everybody who said we're going to go with Frank, don't forget the Galliano.
That's the big bottle, right? We don't see one.
We
of
don't
them
have
right
that.
now.
Oh, yeah.
We got a bot.
Drum roll.
Randy.
Oh,
Sorry, did I do that? Urkel. Did I do that?
Get the flame out.
oh. All right, everybody. We went with the Frangelica. It didn't mix. What the fuck you doing? No, not
Yeah,
in mine.
a little bit, Mike. Come on, what are we doing here? What are we coming
Sleeping
to-
all day
What
tomorrow.
are we coming to knit? Let's do the right thing here.
We're raising money for Zito
That's
Ranch.
Now this is like a sipper. You look how it coagulated. Oh man, salute. Hey, Zito Ranch, do the right thing.
Happy Special Tuesday. Hey, that's really good.
It's delicious, but it's so egg. That's what I'm saying.
This is
Eggnog.
eggnog.
It's probably because it's ultra
I
pasteurized.
wonder if we could set this on fire.
Alcohol content's too low. I wonder if we could set me on. You know, I'd be interested in taking the rest of that bottle and pouring it on me and setting me on fire.
Okay. You do anything for a laugh.
Well, as long as you had the right accoutrements to put me out of the fire. Semolina bread, big loaves, just everyone throw the semolina on me. Forget about it.
Fucking hate semolina.
Do you?
Yeah.
How does that work
I
out?
don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing. I don't like semolina, and I don't like Christmas cookies. I don't like Schradels. I don't like all that shit.
What's going on with this guy? The cross.
This is really good.
With the cross on him. He don't like Schroedels.
He's giving me the cross.
The man doesn't like Schroedels. In the history of humanity, there's never existed anyone in the world that is not like the Schroedel.
Here's the real
Okay,
cross.
okay, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
This belonged to my grandmother. When we were children, she'd say, go inside and say a prayer. As soon as you saw this, you started crying because you were petrified.
I'm pretty scared right now, like, and I'm right next because I don't want to look in the eyes. Okay,
I told you I collect antiques.
you don't like Schroedels. I can't believe you don't like Schroedels. Do you like cannolis?
Well, I'll say yes, just not to have an argument, but I really don't like cannolis either.
What do you eat for dessert, sir?
I like a cream-filled cream puff. The cream puffs. I like cream puffs.
I'm with you on that. I'm fat. I'll eat anything.
Cheers.
I like all desserts. Racist against cannolis. Racist against Italian pastries, this one.
Was never my thing.
Ah.
And I'll even go out on a limb here. This is going to really annoy all the Italians that are watching the show and that are over here. On Christmas Eve, what do the Italians do?
Eat fish.
7 fishes dinner. I'm
don't eat
allergic to fish. I have to leave the house. I don't
mate.
come back for 2 days.
What about shrimp and all the other stuff?
I don't do shrimp.
And-
I don't do clams. I'm a ravioli guy, meatball guy, but that's it. And I call it gravy. You call it gravy?
No.
No, your friends got really mad when I said
That's
gravy.
what they do.
They got really
They're
mad.
sauce people.
Then out of nowhere, his friends go like this. I grow marijuana. Oh, hi, how are you?
Oh,
You got some great friends, man. They were a lot of friends. You
Look,
grow marijuana?
I bought weed the other day, right? And I found seeds, which you never find seeds in weed anymore. Is this cool to talk about? Yeah, it's legal now. Whatever. So I said, listen, I grow tomatoes like no one's business. I grow eggplant. I grow melanzana. I got hot peppers. I grow everything on a rooftop. So I had the seeds. I said, let's try to grow the pot. So everyone always told me my whole life, you can't grow it. It's so hard to grow, and the heat's got to be right, and you got to have lamps. They scared you from doing it. I put it in a wet towel in a cup by the windowsill, and the 2 little how you doings came right out. Guess what happens?
What?
The cleaning lady saw the tissue in the cup. There was 2 things growing out of it, and she threw them out.
Oh, wow. Nothing like the cleaning lady getting rid of your weed.
Listen, it's just
Maybe she smoked it.
She killed a live You think she took it? You think she took it?
She smoked your weed.
Imagine what else she's taken.
She's Polish.
No. The
Johnny
Polish student?
Salami wants to know if his cleaning lady's Polish.
There's oregano on a pizza somewhere.
We're making fun of Polacks now. Is that what we're doing here?
No, how dare you?
Let's do a nice cheers again and see if we can try one more time to raise some money once again for our charitable organization that we're trying to help out tonight, ZitoRanch.org. Wow, he actually filled his.
You watched? I thought you weren't looking. I thought you weren't looking. You were so into it. I was like, he was not going to know. What's all sugar on the bottom?
I really wasn't looking.
I'm not an eggnog guy. I'm a Jack Old number 7 guy. Sinatra style.
Number 4.
Oh,
Let's make sure we make this announcement correctly. Take it from here, buddy. Frankie Time came down here and donated his time to be on the show tonight, which is very, very nice of him. He's a very great guy, funny guy. Brought us back some great memories by bringing Mort dough and filled his glass with a lot of alcohol. After we say goodnight, I have a funny feeling he's going to fill his glass up even further, which is great. So let's get
Hold
him.
on. We've been doing this for 45 minutes?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, we got to get going. We only got like 2 minutes. We should have been done.
Whatever. Just keep it going. Are they going to stop you? What are you guys going to stop us? You ain't going to stop shit.
Look at there's people saying that they feel sorry for me because I can't eat fish.
Well, look at it. He doesn't like strufoli. I mean, if you don't eat $4, you don't eat strufoli. You don't like cannolis, but you like cream puffs. Cream puffs isn't even in the same category as $4.
I really don't even know what the strofoli is. I forget.
Those little balls of honey how you doings where they put the sprinkles on top.
Oh, and they build it like a
They
pyramid.
do whatever they want.
Pyramid.
And the lazy one to use, make them big, and the real hardcores are making them small. 50,000 strufoli per cup. That's my ratio.
I hate the strofoli.
all sugar.
I never liked the strufoli. Hey, listen, here's a friend of ours writing into the show right now. He wants to know if I still have the black face masks. And yes, Robert Quattro, I do have the black face masks. I miss you, I love you, and whatever you order at my website today, MikeMarino.net, 10% of the proceeds goes to ZitoRanch.org. So go ahead and help us out. He's got one of the greatest delis in Lakewood, California, not too far from the Laugh Factory, which is in Long Beach, California. And we go down there and we have a lot of fun. Foggia Italian Deli and Market right there in Lakewood, New Jersey. So thank you so much for writing in like that. Go ahead and make some purchases. Help us out a little bit. And if anybody out there just wants to make a straight-up donation,
Hold on.
it's very easy.
Hold on, I know you're running out of time, Mike, but did your thing just reply to the yes, black mask available on my website, Mike Marino? How did you just reply without What just happened?
There's a producer on the show.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Hey, producer, I'm Frankie Time. I don't know this
He
stuff.
wants to be in the movies.
I don't know. You know, I'm watching the thing talk, and I'm like, I seen some stuff happen, you know?
If anybody out there needs
Skynet.
social media and you want to help out a guy like Frankie Time, just go to besocialmediamanagement.com. Ask for Tatiana, and she'll show you exactly how to do exactly what she just did
That
while
was
we're
cool,
doing
Tot.
this show.
Yo, Tatiana, that was cool stuff, yo. Skynet. Skynet has become self-aware.
All right, so just go to besocialmediamanagement.com. Check out what my producers do while we're doing this type of show. They're probably laughing their asses off right now. But we got to get going. We do got to cut this show a little bit down to the normal size,
Why?
which is 50 minutes.
Keep it going. Let's have a drink.
Number. Come on. What's that number?
Anybody know what the number is that we raised as far as finances for tonight's
see what happens.
show? Let's see.
Let's see.
I can't find it.
Mike, you look great on camera.
Oh, thanks. Because in
You're
person,
welcome,
I look like an asshole, right?
You gotta look the same,
Yeah,
but
we're twins.
you think we look alike?
No,
Yeah.
the village people. That guy from the village people.
Which one? The really how you doing one?
The how you
That's
doing
what I'm
one.
That's right. Yeah, I've heard that one before.
Frankie Time, tell everybody where we can find you on the internet.
Mr. Frankie Time on Instagram, probably the greatest Instagram you're ever gonna follow. Just because I'm bred with positivity and great stuff, and I live every day like it's the last. And that's what I do, and I'm not gonna stop doing it for anybody. How you doing?
Good. We're going to have Frankie Time on the show again and again and again, and I'm going to ask him live right here on the internet if he would like to be on the show that I'm doing in the state of New Jersey if it don't get canceled, December 6th. No, December 6th I'm going to be at the Stand Up Live
Arizona, right?
in Phoenix, Arizona. Thank you very much. How you doing?
I know,
Now you got
thanks.
me doing it.
I know things.
And then December 10, I got a show. It's a Thursday night here in the state of New Jersey. We'd love to have Frankie Time to come down there.
Yes.
Bring some of his friends. We'll laugh. We'll joke. We'll have some fun.
That's a yes.
Yeah, we'll make that shit happen. And one more time, let's do it one last time. If you can help me do it too, Frankie Time.
Zito Ranch, guys. 10% of all sales on Mike's website tonight are going to go to Zito Ranch, or you can just go directly to ZitoRanch.org and you could donate directly. Again, this is a huge, huge help to adults suffering from autism, and you can help. And once you see what Zito Ranch is able to do for people, I think you'll find that your money is really well spent. How you doing?
That's right. That was
so
so
well.
that was so touching. You got
Joey
some
Slaughter,
guy
how you
who's
doing,
writing
Bob?
in. He wants to know if he can have lunch with you, Joey Vitale.
Hey, Joey Maran.
Hey, Joe, write in.
Forget
Instant
about
message me.
it.
We'll do something together. There's another comedian that is very, very funny. He's called the Sicilian Guy. And I like that, so we can make that happen. I
Lot
can't
of
believe you're going
Sigis.
to be in Arizona, and I can't make the show. You guys go to MikeMarino.net. I have 3 shows that I'm doing throughout the rest of the year. Hopefully they won't get canceled.
Arizona ain't getting canceled. They're in the West, bro. They don't care about shit.
We got Arizona lined up. We got New Jersey lined up, and I
That
do
might
have
get canceled.
5 shows in
Jersey's
Florida.
weak.
Roxanne, she finally wrote into the show. This is Roxanne Portella
How you doing?
Mortadella.
Forget about it.
She and she's the one who owns
Zito Ranch.
Zito Ranch.
Zito.
Roxanne Portella Zito Ranch. Now she rides horses. She takes the people out on a ride with the horse. She asked me if I wanted to get a horse, and I ain't going on the horse. But Frankie will go. He's got his own saddle.
I cut the horses. I do it all, baby. I'm like old school John
Cuts
Wayne.
the horse.
Way less.
I don't know what that means.
Way shorter. John Wayne was like 6'6". I'm 5'6". How you doing?
Well, hey, listen. He keeps talking about being a cowboy. Why don't we go out that
Hey,
way?
Roseanne.
Hey, Roxanne.
Rox.
We're going to do this. Hold on a minute. We do want to say it's Giving Tuesday, and we do want to say one more time before we forget. And we're not going to forget, is you got 2 people in the room keep telling us what to do. This means stop the show. Just in case you wonder.
Why are we stopping?
I know we're not.
Roxanne's finally talking.
She was
What's up,
busy.
baby, what's up?
ZitoRanch.org. You can also go on their Instagram, Zito Ranch on Instagram. The Zito Ranch is also on Facebook. This is Giving Tuesday. 10% of all my sales, the money will go to Zito Ranch. Just go to MikeMarino.net. Make a purchase, guys. I do have CDs, DVDs, clothes, you name it. Everything is sitting there. I got shoes, socks, keys to other people's houses.
Forgot about it. Really?
Yeah.
Mike, did you ever do like, what do you call it? You ever see that Cameo thing where you could, people reach out to you, you do a birthday shout out and stuff? You'd be awesome.
Reach me out on Cameo. I'll wish your friends a happy birthday. I'll tell your mother-in-law to go screw. Whatever you want.
Done with you, mother-in-law. We're done with you. Don't make sure it does the right way. The man hates all Italian pastries. You must have experienced some bad mother-in-laws your lifetime, man.
He can't walk into Calandras.
Forget about it.
We're going to do a good night, a different way than I've ever done in any of the shows. Usually we end the shows by saying a certain saying, but I think we're going to do it a little bit different. Hey, I forgot about this. Somebody gave me this mask. Look at this shit. Isn't that fucked up?
That looks awesome,
Isn't that
bro.
amazing?
It's huge.
Yep.
I'm so gaudy. I love everything that's big. Can you throw a Medusa head on that weighs 5 pounds and that's solid gold?
We want to do this, man.
Sign me up.
If I can actually get this. All right, put that on.
I got a big head, my goat. Yep, big
That's
head.
an Akubra from Australia. You know what? Can you give me that one? This is a gaucho from Mexico.
A Cuba and a gaucho.
Lean in like this.
If you want to raise some money today, you go to zeroranch.org and you do the right thing.
We're not asking you.
We're telling you, you got to do the right thing today.
Give us the money.
You're saving all this money not going out. Everyone's
You
locked
ain't
down.
going out. You got nothing to do.
Spend some.
Give us the money.
Forget about it.
It's not going in our pocket. It's going in their pocket.
Ride some horses.
We're going to get on the horses. Like that.
Dude, we
like
look
that.
awesome. I got to tell you something. We look great.
If I didn't have to wear these glasses, I'd look even better. But I can't see a thing. Sucks being 28.
I have perfect vision. Better than
Bless.
perfect.
We got to say goodnight.
2120.
Hey, everybody. On behalf of everybody watching the show, I just want to say thank you so much. We had a lot of fun. Thank you, Mr. Frankie.
Oh,
for
Mikey,
coming
thank you so
down,
much for having me, man. It
bringing
was
us
awesome, man.
some
Always
cool
wanted to
food.
come.
If I had 2 more of these, the shit we'd be doing would be ridiculous. So I got to say goodnight before you get drunk.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
Remember, let's make America Italian again. You don't know nothing, you don't see nothing, you don't say nothing. And how do I end every single one of my broadcasts? By always saying the same thing. Don't take no shit from nobody. Good night. Hey folks, I hope you're enjoying watching my podcast live from my mother's basement. We're having a lot of fun and I'm going to have a lot of great guests on the show in the future. So if you like it, hit like. You could also leave a comment. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch other funny videos. And you could also listen to my podcast on your favorite podcast app like Spotify and iTunes.